officially been an entire month since I set out on this wellness journey, and guess what? I have still not given up. I am still here and I am pushing through. We are in it to win it. Now I have officially registered for my first 5K and I just got this momentum going. I have a goal that I have to meet. You have a goal that you have to meet. So for this new week, I am going to set some new goals and I encourage you to set some new goals for yourself. Last week was a baseline week, so I am using the data that I have from last week to set up some new achievable goals. So my very first goal this week is to complete 10,000 steps every single day. My average last week was about 5,000 steps. I want to push myself a little bit more and make it 10,000 because I looked it up and it says that they recommend that we should be getting 10,000 steps a day. So let's make that happen this week. I am increasing my exercise time for my 4 days this week. Last week, my goal was 20 and I was able to achieve that. So I am moving that bar a little bit higher. And then my nutritional goal this week is going to be to increase whole foods in our family's diet, not just my diet. And this has come from a conversation with my husband. He is joining in on this. Now, he's not doing the 5K, but he has observed and he has voiced that, you know what? Yeah, maybe we need to swap some things. And when it comes to vegetables, since we are going to be eating more vegetables, just decrease the things that are not organic. So we have a co-op that we are planning to start buying our organic food from there, just because it's healthier not to have pesticides in our bodies all the time. So yeah, those are our goals for this week. So let's go ahead and get on started. So for the first workout for this week that I am using is a 5,000 steps workout, and that will help me at least make it halfway through my 10,000 step goal. We did it. That was such a good and rewarding workout. Let me end this over here. I was able to burn a total of 293 calories on that. It was challenging, but so rewarding. It was very good. It was a very fun one to do. Lots of different things. So it makes the time go a lot faster, but so good. Yes! So today is Tuesday. For lunch, I'm having this yummy taco soup I had made, a Greek yogurt, and to add a little crunch, I'm having a little bag of these Fritos in there. I am eventually hoping to start weaning off this type of yogurt and maybe move to some plain yogurt with some fresh fruit. But for now, baby steps, people. That's what we're doing here. Baby attainable steps. So it's a Saturday. Officially, I'm in the 3rd week. And today I did a really good workout. I look a hot mess because I just finished. I'm gonna go ahead and hop in the shower, and then I'm gonna have some breakfast. We did Roadhouse for yesterday for our family, and I got this super big ribeye ribbon type of steak with the 2 sides. It was so good, so filling, but I still have some of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make an omelet with the steak, and then I have some of the baked potato left over. So I'm going to put that all together in an omelet. It's gonna be so good. I'm just finding it that it's very hard for me to add more recording time and then editing and all that jazz on a weekly basis on top of what I already have. So I decided that what I'm going to do is going to be monthly updates. So I will keep track of how I'm doing every single week, and I'll be recording little snippets here and there, and then I'll be updating everyone on how things are going. So for week 2, things that went really well. Again, the intermittent fasting is working out amazing. Just being consistent with, sticking to my 11:30 to 8, that is working out very well for me. I also started incorporating some more fresh fruits and vegetables. I'm adding some protein with the Greek yogurt. Something that I'm changing for this upcoming week is that instead of using like the sugared Greek yogurt, I am moving to plain Greek yogurt with some added fruit and honey, just to limit the amount of sugars that I have in there, because I am also going to try to control my refined sugar intake. This past Friday was Valentine's Day at school, and let me tell you, elementary schools are packed with all sorts of candies and chocolates when it comes up to these holidays. And I am just so proud because I did not eat not one piece of candy on Friday. I am just blown away, guys. But something I'm noticing is that I'm not craving it. Like, I know it's only been like 2 weeks, but I'm noticing a lot of differences in 2 weeks. So typically I would eat candy like crazy. I would be munching on here, munching on there, chips here, chips there. And I feel like the less I'm just nitpicking throughout the day, the less I crave it. So surprisingly, Friday was not that hard of a day, and I feel good about that. Right now, at the end of week 2, I am currently weighing 181 pounds, which is amazing. I started at 185.4, I think it was. So that means I've lost almost 5 pounds, and I am like blown away because I'm halfway through my 10-pound goal. And it's only been a couple weeks. So I know the first couple of weeks is easier to lose the weight. So let's hope I can continue working on that. Now for week 3, I am increasing my workouts to 30 minutes. And I am, again, going to continue switching things around when it comes to what I consume, little by little, just plucking things that I know that are not so good for me. Now, a goal that I thought was going to be a lot easier for me to meet in week 3 was to get my 10,000 steps a day done. And I have failed. That is a lot harder than what I thought. I'm going to still be trying to achieve that this week. Let's see if I could actually consistently make it to 10,000 steps. So I've been making my yogurts with this Chobani non-fat plain yogurt. And if you look at it, it has 16 grams of protein on each serving and no added sugars at all, because this is not sweetened, and I absolutely love it. And the only ingredient really that you see is cultured non-fat milk, and then the live cultures that they have in there. So this is perfect. So what I'm going to be doing first is I'm going to be taking 3/4 of a cup. Usually I eyeball it, but for this video's sake, I'm actually measuring it out. It's nice and thick. All right, and 3/4 of a cup is actually quite a lot. Now to this, I am going to add some yummy toppings. I'm going to add just a little touch of vanilla, just to give it a little bit of flavor. Now, you could just eat the yogurt plain by itself, but I like to give it just a tad little bit. And then as a sweetener, I'm actually going to be using organic maple syrup. This is actual real maple syrup. It is not high fructose corn syrup, or the traditional one you buy at the stores. And if you see at the ingredients, you're going to see that it says organic maple syrup. We have actually made our very own maple syrup before here at home with our maple trees, and Sean and I were talking and we were saying this is something that we're probably going to do again this year, because last year we didn't do it. It wasn't a good winter, but this year definitely, especially now since I'm not really using sugar a lot. I'm trying to supplement with other types of things. So for this, you can really use your judgment. I'm only going to put 1 teaspoon of the maple syrup in there. Yum. Look at that. 2 tablespoons of this is 110 calories and 26 grams of sugar. However, I didn't even put anywhere close to that. Just 1 teaspoon is plenty for me. So it's gonna be like a fraction of that. And then I have some fresh fruits. I have just strawberry, a couple of raspberries and blueberries because we have those at home. My daughter loves eating those types of fruits. So I'm just gonna put that on here. And granola is to your discretion. If you want to use some granola, you can. I'm only sprinkling a little bit, guys. I'm not doing the whole 3/4 cup. That's too much for me. I'm only sprinkling, I'm going to say about 1 tablespoon of the granola right there. And just like that, we have this yummy and delicious protein-packed yogurt. When I pack my lunches, haven't been using all that much yogurt. I haven't been doing like the 3/4 cups or anything. I just do whatever I can fit on my little square with a little bit of the maple syrup and some of the fruit. So it's not as big of a portion for lunch, but it is really good and really filling. It's Sunday and it's 8 o'clock. I'm going to be quite honest. I just want to go to sleep. I don't want to work out because I'm just sleepy and tired. But it's only 8 o'clock. So I still have time to meet my goal for today. And my watch is reminding me that I still have time. So I'm going to get up and I'm going to do this. Because if not, it's going to be the first time in 3 weeks that I haven't met my goal for the day. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to put on my workout clothes and get to it. I'm up, I'm dressed, and I'm ready to go. And you know, as I'm here getting dressed, I'm looking at myself and I'm like, you know, it's worth it. Because I know it's only been like 3 weeks, but my midsection here is feeling a little tighter. You know, I'm feeling good. And even though I haven't even started working out yet, I'm already feeling energized. Just from the idea of it. I think the biggest mistake I did was get into my pajamas when I got home from church today before eating dinner. And honestly, I should have worked out earlier this morning before going to church because I am finding that working out after dinner is not the smartest move. Like I feel kind of like, you know, sometimes like I might get a cramp or two. So and today was kind of wacky this Sunday morning because I woke up later and blah blah. It just, you know, domino effect. So I think just keeping my Sunday workouts in the morning is gonna work best. But I've got a video going on here and here I go.
You know, if we wouldn't have bees, we wouldn't have vegetables.
Yes, or fruits. That's why we want bees in the summer.
Yeah. Looks like you're improving.
Yes, I am improving. You are right, baby. I think I'm gonna be able to run. What do you think? Yeah.
But you're running real fast. I think you're running fast.
Yes. Yes. I did it. That was good. That was awesome. Using these things definitely elevate things altogether. So that was a good workout for my arms, just like for my core. And I feel so good that I got up from that bed and I did it because if not, I would have just been feeling guilty, like bummed out. But I actually feel not so sleepy right now, which is good. So let me share with you guys what the goals for this upcoming week are. So one thing that I have not been meeting is the 10,000 steps per day. I looked at my information that my watch has been tracking for me, and I've been averaging about 8,860 steps per day, which is great compared to how I first started. So my goal this week is going to be to see if I can bump that up now to 9,000. So I'm gonna try extra hard to walk a lot more. Like when I'm at work in the classrooms, I'm making it a point to walk around even more of what I was walking before, just to get those extra steps in, making my plain yogurts. And I started that last week and it has been going great. Plain Greek yogurt with a little bit of real maple syrup and some fresh berries. That stuff is so good and so filling, and it makes me feel good that it really doesn't have any refined sugars besides the maple syrup, which is actually natural, which is another thing that we were talking about. Sean and I were talking about. We didn't make our own maple syrup last year, but we learned how to the year before when Noah was in 4th grade. It was part of like his state unit, and we decided to, like, you know, really bring it to life and make our own maple syrup. So this winter has been a really good cold winter. So that means that maple syrup is going to be hopefully awesome in March. So we're definitely going to give that another try to have our own personal maple syrup that is organic and homemade. And then something else that I want as a nutritional goal this week is to eat a salad every single day, whether it's for lunch or whether it's a side salad with our meal. Instead of being, I think last week I had it at 25 to 30 minutes, I'm bumping it up to at least 40 minutes for the 4 workout days that I have. I am already feeling so much better, so much stronger. I feel like my core is much firmer. I feel like I have more endurance, and it's only been 3 weeks. When April comes to start training for the 5K, it's called Watch to 5K, and is an app. Pretty much is like the Couch to 5K program, except it has everything you need on your watch. It sets the timers for you and all that stuff. So when that time comes at the end of March, I'm gonna go ahead and purchase that app. Also, I don't know if I had mentioned to you guys when I first started, I think I forgot to mention, but I definitely had talked it out with my husband. I like to have like a little carrot dangling in front of me for when I meet my goals. I feel like it's just rewarding for me. So the little carrot that I have dangling in front for when I lose my 10 pounds, which the goal is by the end of March, beginning of April, is going to be to go buy some running shoes. Like, I feel like the moment I make it to that point is the real deal. I am going to start training for this 5K. I'm going to be running. Therefore, I need proper footwear because the sneakers I have are like close to 3 years old, and I don't think that they're necessarily for running per se, and I don't want to like injure my feet or anything. So that's going to be my treat when I make it to the 10 pounds, because I feel like at that point I've proven to myself that I mean business here. So I'm going to go. I have a plan of where we're going to go get these shoes from. I'm going to do this right because I want this to be a lifestyle thing, not just like a fad type of thing. So yeah.
So today I am going to be making salmon for dinner, and look how beautiful and delicious this salmon fillets just look. They are so yummy. I usually like to cook them with the skin on. I actually have a video sharing with you guys how I prepare this if you want to check that out, but I'm going to be making this with some rice and some broccoli, and then for myself I'm going to be making a salmon over some fresh greens and vegetables.
I am so proud right now, guys. So proud. I did the longest workout I have done so far. It is Monday. Let me see if I can pull it over here so you guys can see it. Check it out, guys. So for my 3 rings that I have, I did 833 calories. I had upped it to 400 calories. I'm going to move that up definitely to like 600 calories. Counting my workout today and all the fast moving stuff I did today at school, a total of 64 exercise minutes. And I was standing up a lot, as you guys can see here. But I feel so accomplished. Definitely that was a harder one. Really worked on my legs a lot of like running in place type of things, and like, you know, those leg lifts and stuff that I know I'm building endurance and strength. And even though I am not running out there yet, this is definitely prepping my body for it. And I can't believe it because Weeks ago, I would have never been able to make it through that entire video. And I did it today, and it feels so good. This month has really been mostly about setting up those routines, and it feels good. So a couple of highlights that I want to share with you guys about this last week. My steps have been in between 8,000 steps to 12,000 steps a day, which is huge, especially since, before I was doing like 4,000, 5,000, and I was having a really hard time just moving those on up. The fact that 2 times this week, I was able to make it over 10,000, more like 12,000, is just making me so happy. And then I did not do any days lower than 8,000 steps. Also today, I did a strength workout. So not just aerobics and not just like walking workout, but an actual strength workout that I feel like I wouldn't have been able to do a month ago. There was no way I would have been able to have the endurance to last the 30 minutes of that video. I will go ahead and link it below. Is the Grow with Joe videos, guys. I am loving doing those workouts. They're just so much fun. I'm linking some of my favorite workouts that I've done this month in the comments below, so you guys can go ahead and check those out. An area that I feel that has improved a lot this month is in my diet area. What is it that I am consuming? And I feel that that has had such a great impact, not just for me, but for my home as a whole. The whole household seems to be on board now, really liking the swapping out the unhealthier options for the healthier options. I have been swapping out certain carbs for a salad instead. So for example, earlier on this week, we had our typical salmon night, which is one of our favorites. I still did make some white rice, and the kids had the white rice with their broccoli. And then we also did taco night, and instead of me having the tortilla, I just decided to make it into a taco salad, and I did have a portioned amount of tortilla chips, where in the past I would have just eaten more tortilla than anything else. So that just felt really, really good. Even at lunch, I'm still having my sandwiches. It's okay to eat bread, and I'm having my gluten-free bread, that is. But with my sides, when I'm having lunch, instead of having the chips, I'm still swapping things out. And with the intermittent fasting, I have gotten so used to it right now that is just something that I do. I don't get bothered in the morning by not eating something. I am actually noticing that my last thing that I typically am eating is dinner. So I'm not even eating at 7 o'clock or at 8 o'clock. Typically, I am stopping at 6 o'clock, which if that's the case, then I can say my fast goes from like 11:30 to like 6 o'clock. It's amazing the drastic changes that happen when, there is a change in diet and in mindset. So on February 1st, I started at 185.4 pounds. Now, March 1st, I am currently at 178.6 pounds. So I'm in the 170s. It's been for like ever. And it feels good. I feel so much more energized and, it's great. I just want to make a huge special shout out to my daughter, because she is my #1 cheerleader in this entire thing. She's always like, Mom, are you working out yet? Or, when I am working out, she comes up and she motivates me and she's like, go mommy, go mommy, go. Sometimes she has even joined me in my workouts. She'll put on some of her clothes that could be like workout clothes, and she comes over and she starts doing the movements. And to me, that just means so much, because I'm not just doing this for me. I'm doing this for my daughter. She is seeing and she is learning, and she is learning how important it is to take care of the body that God has blessed us with. And, just be good stewards of what we intake and how we manage, you know, the things that we do with it. So it means a lot. Go ahead and share with me below any of your successes. What are some things that you are working on? What is something that you are really proud of? And month 2, here we come.